What's up? It's your boy Kevin to turn on this motherfucking YouTube shit. Wow, what the fuck?
What's up? It's your boy. Can't tell you on YouTube shit. Hey man, segment. We are Lit the cheese man. Turn. Take 12 for today. Check it outside. Big crib in it. Gang, check it outside shit, man. Free Palestine, free Congo. Rush to your thing and Texas. Stand the fuck up. Each day is ready to be a better version of yourself. Never let somebody bring you down. I'll step back. Never let somebody tell you who you are, but also never tell something you don't belong. Listen, humble. It's your revolution on the movement. Keep Yahweh first. Continue black, keep an Israelite as a real Jew. We out here. Alright. Boom. Today, it's a motherfucking day. Check it outside. Big crib in it. Gang, check it outside shit, man. Gang. Go. Turn up. Bruh. Y'all know, we've been watching T.I. and them, you know what I'm saying? I see that he got back cooling with Boosie, you know what I'm saying? After all that situation came up, the skirmish and shit. But this nigga T.I., man, he always mad, bro. So he mad at somebody, I guess we're talking about his son. So I guess there's a lot of rumors going on saying that T.I. might be foo-foo, man, and the baby not his. You know what I'm saying? The people say it's nepotism type shit. Bruh, at the end of the day, man, I feel like King Harris is put in a good position to succeed, but at the end of the day, you do have unknown and unseen forces that do be trying to fuck up people's shit. So at the end of the day, it is what it is. You know, make sure y'all like, subscribe, and get the video. Make sure you tell me how y'all feel about the video. Turn up, respond to the videos and everything. Maybe you got something to say, let me know. We in this bitch. Shout out to Dope Boy TV. So they got like a rumor that's going out about his son, man. They're trying to say he's foo-foo or the baby not his, man. This shit getting crazy. So T.I. had something to say about it.
I hope everyone's day is positive. Hope everyone is prosperous and going about your lives, staying positive and sucker free. Cause that's what I be trying to do, man. Every day. Wake up trying to figure out how to get it, how to apply my gifts that God has given me to be able to, execute plans, connect dots to help others stay out of sucker shit. You know what I mean? And nowadays, man, it's a full-time job staying out of sucker shit. Just staying out of sucker shit, bro. Let some sucker who miserable about his own life pull you into some sucker shit, trying to keep that from happening, man. That shit's a full-time job.
That's true.
Zoro does some sucker shit, trying to keep that from happening, man. That shit's a full-time job. And speaking of which, man, could somebody please, man, pull me up to speed with what some had to say about my son, what some grown man had to say about my son, man? Could somebody please just pull me up to speed, man? Just pull me up to speed. How some grown man had some shit to say about my son.
Wait till your son was foo-foo?
Just pull me up to speed on that, man. Just pull me up to speed on that, man. What the fuck, sucker ass grown as wasted his whole life doing absolutely nothing. Got
This
something to say
nigga
about
mad.
my son at the beginning of his adult life. I want to know. Somebody please, man. Somebody please. man. Just pull it up, man. Just pull me up, man. Who need to be added, man? I know niggas want attention. I know niggas want attention. I know niggas, man, who ain't got shit going on, ain't got no real talent, can't do nothing but kick up dust and wait on that shit to fall down so they get dirty and some clout get to them. I know that's how niggas get paid. I understand when you a bottom feeder and a parasite. I understand that's your business model. My nigga, look, man, go play with a nigga who you can play with, my nigga. One thing we ain't finna do is pretend like we on the same level, nigga. It's one thing we ain't finna do. So I ain't, man, listen, bro. Just keep. If you got something to say to me, nigga, talk to me. Don't talk to no child. Cause you putting yourself on the child's level, nigga.
Bruh.
I don't have no gang. I ain't in no gang.
That nigga like what? 20?
Willing to risk their lives and freedom to death by me and mine.
20 by now?
Why don't play with me, man? Don't play with my child ever.
But when they talk about his horse teeth, that shit was funny as fuck.
Suckers, man. I don't play with you suckers at all. I don't play with you suckers. And I appreciate not being played with by you suckers, man. I don't know why, man. Grown man feel like he got something to say about King. Man, I put my foot so far up your ass, you'll floss your teeth with my shit. Don't play with me, bro. Don't play with me, bro. Don't play with mine, bro.
They say he got bionic foot.
Just don't play with mine. I ain't finna say no name, cause I don't play police game. If I go to jail, it's gonna be for something. It's gonna be for something. I don't play no police game, man. I don't play no police game. I don't play no internet game. I don't do none of that shit, bro. Bruh. Just know as you move around, man, life is real, bruh.
It's a fact, though.
Joke, ain't no game.
It's a fact, though. Nigga mad. They going crazy on his son. Where they said must have been crazy as fuck.
Say what you want about me. Be my children out your
we gonna find out.
Boy. That's it. And I wouldn't even know about it, man. Bro. The difference between me and other people, man, until you have people on your payroll whose households that you provide livelihood for. I got a business right here. We got goddamn 2 dozen people on the payroll. I got
why you trying to fuck it up there?
I got 18 people on the payroll. I got 2 clothing lines. I got 30, 40 some people on payroll. I got 143 unit complex with affordable housing down the street. I'm providing jobs and opportunity to people. All you is providing is whole nigga. Can you come tell me and mine?
That nigga pissed off.
Thing we ain't never gonna do is pretend we on the same level. So man, look, man, get back, crawl back in your little dust ass hole. Crawl back in your little dust ass hole, man. Stay the fuck out my goddamn way, man. And I wouldn't even know what the fuck you had going on if it wasn't for my old lady calling me and asking me about it. What's up, man?
Like the what they said, like that shit caught a nerve.
Everybody who ain't got shit, everybody who ain't got shit going on, ain't got goddamn, man. You ain't got to come and cast your misery over here, bro. Busy. Just busy.
See what they saying to me affecting you. You got sunshine and rainbows.
Trying to be positive, man. Get back to trying to be positive.
You should be sunshine and rainbows, my boy.
And bro, if you want to see me in person, you can see me in person. And no, I'm not talking about academics. I done already spoke to Ek, man. We done already talked. I ain't talking about academic, man. He and I have already had, we've had our conversation and we moved on, the both of us. Yes, ma'am. Could you give me one moment if you don't mind, please? Please, I will, but I'll be with you in 1 second. Thank you so much for your patience. Man, my nigga. Bro, all I want to do is mind my business, bro. That's it. I ain't asking for none of this shit, bro. I ain't asking for none of this shit, my nigga. I'm not asking for none of this shit.
And they want some shit. They can get some shit.
Goddamn, whatever grown man fix their face to talk bang, I got you. Say less. I got you. Say less. Whatever man can fix his face to talk shit about a kid, bro. Use a hoe ass. Come deal with the daddy. Come deal with the daddy, man. And when the daddy get to getting on your ass, you ain't gonna do nothing but hit 9-1 and wait on the one to come to follow behind.
Anything can happen when shit gets down,
you don't
bro.
Want no problem. What you keep on kicking up dust for, nigga? What you keep kicking up dust for if you don't want no trouble, nigga? Steady swear I don't want no smoking in the smoking section. What the fuck you in the smoking section?
Smoke gonna be smoke wherever smoke is smoke. Hey, pull up like Kevin Gates.
Anybody got something to say about me or mine? Address me. Holla at me, bro.
Pull up like Kevin Gates with LeBron James. That shit was hilarious.
I ain't on no gangster shit. I'm a father. I'm a businessman. And I'm a leader.
Hey, shout out to Noah's Rant. You know what I'm saying? Man, this is what they trying to say, man. That T.I.'s son got caught with a man. I don't know what they was doing, but you did.
You can talk to me. Until then, ain't nothing going. Call who you need to call. Do what you need to do. Ain't nothing happening. No money, no beers, no partying, no sections, nothing. You put me and man on the motherfucking flyer, give me everything. And if you can't, don't play with me.
Yeah, I wasn't playing that day.
Don't play with me in this city. It's my motherfucking city. Don't play with me in this city.
Some plant-based.
Plant-based? Okay.
She said that helped with her baby.
GOAT reasons you going viral. I graduated. That's the only good thing they posted of me going viral.
The best one for me is King Latifah.
I ain't never get my t-shirts made. T-shirts.
Hey, well, to tell you the teach. Yeah.
First, my kicked me out. Then my I don't know. Whatever they said was happening. Whatever they said supposedly happened. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers still believe.
T.I. really went there. He cut King Harris off for good. After years of warning his son to clean up his act, the rap legend finally snapped and disowned him publicly. And just when people thought it couldn't get any worse, a leaked tape dropped and made the whole thing blow up 10 times bigger. The scandal? Out of control. And now King's future is in pieces, even with the fate of his newborn hanging in the balance.
Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy.
Hey, big guy. Hey, big guy.
First, my kicked me out. Then my I don't know. Whatever they said was happening. Whatever they said supposedly happened. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers still believe in it. So don't that show y'all how stupid?
I'm trying to figure out how is the gingerbread house right there? It's not fair.
Hey man, I'm trying to figure out what the am I supposed to rub this shit in?
I think.
You gonna give me a butter knife?
Yeah.
Boy, King like that Play-Doh dude off of Nickelodeon. That used to be like the the fast food recipe dude with the messed up eyes. That nigga look just like that nigga, bro.
You know, everything in the world say about me is a lie. I don't give a damn. I don't really care too much. That shit didn't affect me. That just made your source. That just made your information that you talk about not credible.
Nobody saw this mess coming, but here we are. King Harris is now at the center of one of the most jaw-dropping internet meltdowns the hip-hop world has seen in a while. The son of T.I., caught in a scandal so chaotic that fans don't even know what to react to first. Just when it seemed like the Harris family had already been through everything, this bombshell flipped everything upside down. So here's what happened. King woke up one day to find a video of him leaked all over the internet. Not just any video, one showing him in a very intimate situation with another man. Yeah, a man. Twitter, TikTok, Reddit, you name it, the clip spread like wildfire, and fans completely stunned. But the chaos didn't stop there. Sources are now saying the baby King has been so proudly showing off might not even be his. Yep, the child he called his pride and joy is now at the center of a paternity scandal. Insiders say King is devastated, like breakdown level devastated. Inside the Harris household, pure chaos. T.I. is reportedly furious. Tiny's trying to hold it all together, and King, word is he's gone, completely MIA, avoiding friends, family, and even his closest circle. The betrayal stung, but the truth behind it all, even worse.
I said my hair probably looks terrible.
No, it don't, baby.
Yes, it do. Yes, it does. Say, Mama, your hair looks terrible.
Nah, look.
Baby. Yeah, big man.
Taking the Barbies. Taking the Barbies.
Now people are asking, who leaked the video? Is this really the end of King's public image? And seriously, who's the real father of that baby? And let's be honest, this is just the beginning. The hip-hop world is used to drama. But even this took everyone by surprise. King, who's always been bold, loud, and sometimes reckless, now finds himself in the middle of a scandal that's threatening to wipe out everything tied to the Harris name. The family's reputation, once solid in both music and pop culture, is now crumbling fast.
But I haven't seen his baby mama since the scandal.
It started small. Some cryptic tweets, a couple of shady screenshots, low-key whispers in dark corners of the internet. Nobody wanted to believe it at first. This was King Harris we're talking about, confident, unbothered, unapologetic. But as the rumors snowballed, it became clear that something serious was brewing. And then, boom, the video surfaced. It was blurry, but it didn't matter. Everyone knew what they saw. King Harris caught on camera in a very personal moment with another man. The internet exploded. Fans dropped comments filled with shock and confusion. And the hip-hop community completely rattled. People wanted answers immediately.
Did you tell it? You was an orphan.
I was never an orphan. That was Batman. That's Batman's story. I'm a grandma boy.
Man,
I like to be in the neighborhood with the kids outside.
You wanted to go over there.
Yeah.
You made it seem like we were sending you over there.
No.
You cried and cried and cried when you couldn't go over there.
You know what I'm saying?
I always say, King, stay home, stay home. Man, you would hold your breath, turn red in the face.
Look, we done got big house, big yard, nothing to do.
That's when you learn and create your own entertainment.
I was outside. I want to play football, basketball.
Mm-hmm.
That's the type of one that I was.
But you want to be from the ghetto someday.
And let me tell you, this was just the beginning. Just when the internet thought things couldn't get messier, new allegations came out, and they completely flipped the story. Word started spreading that the baby King proudly showed off online might not even be his. Suddenly, everyone was talking about secret paternity tests, private conversations, and sneaky motives. Every comment section,
I think that should
podcast, and
be the first
reaction
thing.
video
Like, let's
was
be
eating up
honest.
the downfall of the Harris family like it was a Netflix drama.
$24-hour stream complete. Ain't that right? Ain't that right? But got another stream 7 in the morning fishing. Be there.
Inside the Harris home, It was chaos. T.I., always known for being strict and obsessed with image, was reportedly furious. Sources said he locked himself inside his studio and refused to say a single word in public. But behind closed doors, he was steaming. Tiny tried to play both sides, defending her son while still trying to protect the family brand. Their other kids could only sit back and watch everything collapse right in front of them. But the backlash wasn't just coming from fans. Sponsors, business partners, and even friends in the industry began pulling away. King, once seen as the confident next-generation star of the Harris legacy, was now a headline magnet, and not in a good way. The internet went full detective mode. People were analyzing the leaked video, the baby rumors, and even King's past tweets. But what really added fuel to the fire is complete silence. King, who usually couldn't go a day without posting, just vanished. Gone. No stories, no tweets, nothing. And that silence, it made people speculate even more. Was he embarrassed? Was he planning something? Or had the pressure finally crushed him? Then out of nowhere, boom, plot twist. The man in the leaked video came forward. At first, no one knew who he was. But you know how the internet works. It didn't take long before everything was out there. Name, backstory, receipts. And when he finally spoke up, he dropped the bomb. Their relationship wasn't a stunt. It was real, consensual, not a one-time mistake. According to him, it had been going on for months. Maybe even longer. Just like that, everything shifted. This wasn't just a scandal anymore, it was a secret life exposed. King, the guy always fronting a tough masculine image, was suddenly being painted as someone hiding his truth. The man even said King's whole persona was fake, just a mask to protect himself from the expectations of his famous family and the world watching him.
It's a lot easier when we're living under one roof. Now we just have to schedule time to have talks like this.
I guess this is why T.I. had that fucking
I'm trying to get to the
blowout.
bottom of things, but
Damn.
he ain't trying to see what he
Where you coming up with the word?
because the king got a little friend, and he be in love like he's a lover boy.
So I tried
Friend, and he be in love like he's a lover boy.
Yeah,
No, I'm not. I'm a virgin. It's other things.
that between him and his poem. Let him and his poem have the best time of their life.
Now I ain't talking about no phone.
What is you talking about?
A girl is involved.
A girl is involved.
Yes.
I'm being responsible because I could have been one.
You're supposed to know better than being out there and engaging in adult activity. Don't let a temporary itch dig you out a permanent ditch.
That's something Tip knows all about. Maybe he should be taking his own advice.
And the reactions totally split. Some fans had his back, saying King had every right to live how he wanted and love who he wanted. Others weren't so kind. They accused him of being fake and called him out for pretending to be someone he wasn't. And then boom, another twist. A blogger dropped a bombshell. King had apparently requested a DNA test months before the video even leaked. If true, it meant King already had been doubting if the baby was his. And those proud new dad Instagram posts, yeah, they suddenly felt a little off. And the whole time, T.I. said nothing, not a single word. And for a guy who always has something to say about politics, rap beefs, society, his silence about his own son was louder than anything he could have tweeted. Some insiders say he had a statement ready, but his PR team shut it down. Others think he was just too angry, or maybe too hurt to speak at all. Things inside the Harris house? A total disaster. Sources said it was like walking on eggshells, tension so thick it could snap any second. T.I. and Tiny were reportedly clashing hard. Tiny was standing by her son, pleading for understanding, while T.I. was furious, claiming King had dragged their whole name through the mud. And Tiny? She wasn't doing great either. Friends said she looked exhausted, barely eating, barely sleeping, and constantly stressing over what all this would do to King's mental health. She feared the damage could break the family beyond repair. Meanwhile, King's friends started speaking out, though most stayed anonymous. They painted a way different picture from what fans thought they knew. The loud, cocky King everyone saw online? That was just a front. Behind the scenes, he was insecure, confused, and struggling under the massive pressure of being T.I.'s son. One insider even said he never really felt like he could be himself, like he had to perform some super masculine image to keep up with the family brand and the rap world's expectations.
First, my kicked me out. Then my I don't know, whatever they said was happening. Whatever they said supposedly happened, You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers still believe in it. So don't that show y'all how stupid?
I'm trying to figure out how is the gingerbread house right there is.
It's not fair.
Hey man, I'm trying to figure out what the am I supposed to rub this shit in?
I think
Then there was the baby's mother. She'd stayed quiet for the most part, but now she was getting dragged into the spotlight. People bombarded her with questions, accusations, and DMs about who the real father was. And in the middle of the madness, she dropped a cryptic post. Truth always finds its way out. That one line sent the internet spiraling. Was she confirming the rumors, denying them? Nobody could tell. But either way, it just made the speculation worse. The media, they ran wild. Talk shows, gossip blogs, and YouTubers were tearing the story apart from every angle. Some people thought it was all a setup, like enemies of the Harris family planned this whole thing. Others said it was karma finally catching up to a family that had built their brand on drama and fake perfection. And through it all, King stayed silent. No posts, no statements, nothing. That silence, it only made things worse. People started assuming the worst. Rumors flew that King was spiraling, totally broken by the betrayal, especially since the leak came from someone close to him. Even his friends said he shut everyone out. They couldn't reach him. Word was he was hiding out somewhere, completely off the grid.
Spying on that
Those
nigga.
closest to him weren't just
Doing
worried
some
about his
real
image
foofy
anymore,
shit.
they were scared for his actual safety. Then came the fallout. Brand deals gone. Music collaborations canceled. Guest appearances off the table. One by one, everything he'd built started crumbling. In the entertainment world, your name is your currency, and King's name had become toxic.
Shit, like we could've, like, we can't sue nobody, ain't got no money. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to, you know, everything in the world say about me is a lie. I don't give a damn. I don't really care too much. That shit didn't affect me. That just made your source. That just made your information that you talk about not credible.
No matter where you live,
Talk about not credible.
And just when we all thought it couldn't get worse, it did. New accusations surfaced, and they weren't just messy, they were dark. Suddenly, this wasn't just a scandal, it was beginning to look like someone was deliberately trying to destroy not just King, but the entire Harris family legacy. And the internet, it was loving every second, feeding off the drama like it was their favorite guilty pleasure. Just when we thought it couldn't get any messier, an anonymous social media account popped up out of nowhere, claiming they had the inside scoop on the Harris family's deepest, darkest secrets. This account blew up fast, gaining thousands of followers while dropping cryptic posts, hinting that the leaked video was just the start of something way bigger.
I stayed with my mother. Most people don't know that we got different moms. Me and Messiah got the same mom. Messiah's my older brother. We did stay in Riverdale for a while. It turned out to be a good balance, but I wasn't looking at it like that at the time. So you could imagine going from this type of situation, which wasn't like bad. Like I didn't look around and be like, man, we need to, this is crazy. I wasn't like that.
Yeah.
But it's just like when you see something else totally opposite of that, make you feel weird. Like I'm thinking about, dang, how does my mom feel? Like going on trips and stuff, and she's at the house, and going over here, we come back with clothes, toys.
King feels a certain type of way of like, okay, y'all think of us pertaining to you and him a certain way because of the TV show.
I think everything King is trying to say is just coming off. He's using the wrong words, I feel like, and I told him.
They claimed someone super close to King had been planning this for months. Someone who knew all his dirt, his schedule, his soft spots. And everyone started asking the same thing. Who would go that far to take King down? Was it a bitter ex, a jealous old friend, or someone from his own bloodline? Fans went full detective mode. They rewatched old interviews, dug through his Insta posts, and even pulled clips from the family's reality show, trying to spot red flags and clues about a possible traitor hiding in plain sight. Then boom, here comes the first major bombshell. A former associate of King spoke to a popular blogger and dropped some heavy tea. King had allegedly been juggling multiple secret relationships over the past year. And if those people's identities came out, it could ruin him completely. No, this wasn't some one-time slip-up. According to the source, it was a whole lifestyle. King had been living a double life, putting on his tough, straight rap royalty image for the world while secretly doing something totally different behind the scenes. But here's where it gets really wild. The source said that someone in King's own circle had been collecting receipts for months, recording stuff, saving messages, gathering evidence, all out of spite. Why? Because they were jealous. Straight up bitter that King had everything. The name, the fame, the spotlight. They used to look up to him until they wanted to tear him down. Once that came out, the internet went full FBI. People started connecting dots, calling out former friends, revisiting old drama with fresh eyes. Every unfollow. Suspicious, every weird comment. Suddenly
like a big body
everyone was a
Romeo.
suspect. Then the flames got higher when a rapper who's had a beef with King before jumped on a live stream and let loose. He claimed the whole Harris family had been covering up King's real truth for years. Said T.I. even paid people off to keep it quiet. According to him, that video leak wasn't an accident. That was karma. The live stream disappeared fast, but of course it was too late. Screenshots were everywhere. The idea that T.I. might have helped bury secrets, that sent the scandal into overdrive. Now the big question on everyone's mind, was T.I. just a dad trying to protect his son? Or was he orchestrating a whole image-saving scheme for the Harris legacy? After all the silence, the leaks, and the social media chaos, one thing's clear. Whatever move King Harris makes next will either save his name or take the whole Harris dynasty down with him. For days, King's inner circle kept dropping vague hints. Mysterious posts started circulating, and friends close to him teased that something big was coming. Social media picked it up fast. Everyone started using King's truth, urging him to come forward and finally speak out. People were practically begging him to reclaim his narrative, no matter how raw or painful. And then it happened. King Harris posted a video on all his official accounts, and it wasn't some flashy production. It was just him sitting alone in a dimly lit room, looking completely drained, but ready to be heard. No edits, no filter, just King, face to camera, laying everything bare for the world to see. He started with the leaked video, confirmed it was real, that the man in it wasn't a random hookup. They had a real complicated relationship. But what shocked everyone was what came next. King revealed the leak wasn't some random act of betrayal. It was planned. And not by an enemy, by family. He said his own cousin set him up, that he was lured into feeling safe, only to be secretly recorded and exposed by someone he loved and trusted. According to him, that betrayal hurt more than all the hate he got online. He didn't stop there. King said jealousy and greed had poisoned his family from the inside. And when he finally addressed the baby rumors, his honesty hit even harder. He admitted that he had doubts about being the child's father for a while, but fear stopped him from confirming it. He wanted to believe, wanted to protect what little family he thought he had.
Ain't you good like that?
Ready for the rodeo? You ready for the rodeo? Yeah. Golf cart? Alright, here I come.
King talked about how much he loved the baby, how strong their bond was, and now not even knowing if he was the father, it broke him. Even King's harshest critics had to pause, because what he shared next wasn't just scandal, it was pain, real, raw human pain. He spoke about the crushing pressure of carrying the Harris family name, of pretending to be someone he wasn't just to live up to expectations, of years spent trying to be a man his father wanted him to be, while secretly dealing with a personal battle that no one saw.
My testimony got pressure on it. Did God work? I'm just a vessel, homie. How many times they said it's over?
You this type of guy?
Not really, but I play.
And just like that, the internet went silent. But King wasn't finished. He peeled back the layers on what really goes on inside the Harris home. Behind the smiles and public appearances, he described a family full of unspoken grudges, past traumas, and a constant obsession with looking perfect in the spotlight, no matter what it cost behind closed doors. His relationship with T.I., according to King, it's always been tense. He said his dad never really got him, and that growing up he felt like he was constantly being pushed into a version of manhood that just didn't feel right. He opened up about feeling ignored and misunderstood, like no one was really listening.
Why you let somebody play with me like that? Why you let him play with me like that? Why you let him play with me like that? No, ain't no joking. Ain't no joking. What do you mean? You are embarrassing yourself.
You are embarrassing yourself. You are embarrassing yourself. You are embarrassing yourself.
What is you talking about?
Well, you can't do nothing with me.
King also shared how Tiny, his mom, tried to be supportive, but she was often stuck in the middle, torn between protecting her son and keeping the family's public image intact. She didn't always have the power to stand up to T.I.'s controlling nature. This wasn't a tell-all video, it was King's full-on reckoning. He wasn't begging for sympathy, he was asking to be seen, to be understood. He made it clear he was done living a lie. He admitted his mistakes, owned his truth, and said he was ready to live openly without shame or fear. The internet went wild. Support poured in from everywhere. Hashtags like, "We stand with King," and hashtag King's Truth started trending globally. Celebrity influencers, even people from the hip-hop community applauded King for being real, raw, and brave. Tiny finally broke her silence with a tearful Instagram post. She said she was proud of her son, admitted to making a mistake as a parent, but promised to stand by him no matter what. As for T.I., crickets. His socials went dark, and that silence, it spoke volumes.
I don't think Tip realizes that King is really serious about creating music. I mean, we want all our kids to get out there and do what they do. But as a parent, you're torn because you want to make sure they keep their ass in school and get good grades.
I'm getting mad, bro. What you getting mad at? Because what?
Stop rushing me.
King a little sassy, man.
He's just nervous.
King, why are you aggravated? This is the show business. It ain't that bad.
King's truth didn't just change the way people saw him. It completely shattered the image the Harris family had worked so hard to build. Suddenly, everyone was re-examining their whole narrative, wondering what else had been swept under the rug. The Harris family, once seen as the gold standard of success and unity, now looked like a house built on pressure, secrets, and performance. And just like that, the truth came crashing through the facade. King Harris didn't just break the silence, he broke the internet. But with the family legacy shaken and more secrets lurking, one question remains. Is this the end of the Harris dynasty, or is it just the beginning of a new chapter?
King has been disowned. This is horrible for King. I can see why he's struggling with this. I can see why he's debating self-deletion, you know? Allegedly, right? I mean, if your family's turning on you, imagine not only having your family turn on you, but being disowned publicly, right? For the whole world to see. For your shame to be put on display. Your public embarrassment, your humiliation ritual. We're looking for humiliation ritual. That's horrible. That's a horrible thing to go through. You know? But you brought this on yourself. You know what type of morals your family aligned with. And based off what's being alleged in this video, your actions are contradicting that. You know T.I. is not going for that type of... you know T.I. is not going for that.
The freakouts I heard they was doing, they got caught up for it.
Come on now. He's going to exile you from the family expeditiously. You've been exiled expeditiously. That's the double E. Come on now. You're getting it bad out here. You know? You're getting the full treatment. This is not a game. There's a family legacy on the line here. And T.I. cares about his legacy. This is not a Mike Tyson that you're dealing with. You know what I mean? Mike Tyson said legacy doesn't matter. There's no such thing as legacy. Well, T.I. disagrees with that type of sentiment. You know, T.I. believes in legacy heavily. You know, he prides himself entirely on that type of thing. Right? So, you know, you doing something that could be seen as disgracing the family's legacy in their eyes potentially. Well, yeah, that's going to lead to abandonment. right? They're going to abandon you. They're going to cast you aside. They're going to outcast you from the family. You know, you've been banished. You understand, to the underworld. You know, they're throwing you in the dungeon and throwing away the key. You know, you've been locked in the dungeon and they threw away the key. They don't want to deal with you anymore. They're done with that. I mean, you know your family's morals, and so for you to let this get out,
man, they all on some BS. It's not about the money
what
on
can you
half
say?
time, bitch. They don't give a fuck.
You know, it is harsh for T.I. to disown you. If that's true. If what's being alleged in these videos is true. If what I'm hearing is true. If we're to take these things at face value, then yeah, I mean, that is harsh. But, you know, T.I. has stated clearly what his standards are. And if you're not meeting them, well then you're going to be eliminated from the situation. You understand, you're going to be eliminated from the family. If you're not meeting the family standard, then you're not going to be a part of it anymore. I'm sorry, but that's just how it's going to go. This is a serious dude that you're dealing with. This is a real serious dude. You know?
Alright, God, we're gonna seriously.
You know, so I hopefully King can get his.
Shout out to Get Like Prince. Hip hop worst Nepo baby, King Harris.
King Harris, T.I.'s son, a man that doesn't know money his whole life, yet has always had this weird attachment to the streets and not actually wanting to claim the life he grew up with. King always portrayed this image of being a street dude when on multiple occasions his own dad told him, "You didn't grow up like that. That's not who you is."
Boy. Man, I
like to be in the neighborhood with the kids outside.
You wanted to go over there. Yeah. You made it seem like we were sending you over there.
No.
You cried and cried and cried when you couldn't go over there.
You know what I'm saying?
I always say, "King, stay home, stay home." Man, you would hold your breath.
Big house, big yard, nothing to do.
That's when you learn and create your own entertainment.
I was outside. I want to play football, basketball.
Mm-hmm.
That's the type of one that I was.
But you want to be from the ghetto so bad.
King Harris, T.I.'s son, is one of the most controversial Nepo babies. And I mean, we got a few of them in the hip-hop space. We got Coi Leray, Diddy's son. But with King Harris, his whole image over the past few years has been him trying to be this street dude. Harris' relationship with the internet has been wild, and a prime example of this is when King and Charleston White got into it out of all people. Basically, y'all know how Charleston White get. He gonna say what he want. He gonna say whatever come to his mind and not really care about what nobody else think or who feelings it hurt. One of these days, he got to talking crazy about King Harris. King Harris and Charleston White got into it. An article on Situation wrote this. On Monday, October 10th, he got into an internet spat with Charleston White after King Harris called him, threatened to put hands on Charleston White. The article would also write, but the YouTuber didn't take King's comments lightly. He went on to blast the teen on social media, saying he just threatened me that I'm a senior citizen.
Boy, Charleston White user. Boy. Said he was with him. He was with him. Man, I stayed with my older cousin. Pointing who did what, man, we was about to whoop your ass when you come back down here from telling. Your ass, I can see you had a soft upbringing. That video I seen was just so funny. The got so tough when them police, when you see them lights, got so tough, started yelling, you know. Boy, the red and blue lights, man.
Maybe your mom and dad raised a yellow freak. Yeah.
Damn.
Now, T.I., you raising these kind of little yellow mother.
Like a mute.
You got a yellow. Look how your son look. Talking about he'll jump on a 50-something-year-old. Yo, boy, hey, you show T.I. them the kind of boys you got. Say, T.I., listen, if your boy jump on me, y'all will bury that yellow. Right in his goddamn throat. You know, I wish an 18, 19-year-old would jump on me. Boy, I Trayvon Martin, that little mother. I swear to
Insane.
my right hand to God. I swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. If T.I. son jump on me, I'm on George Zimmerman and Trayvon Martin. I'm gonna let him get on top of me. Pow, pow. Yeah, I'm on Trayvon Martin. He got me up.
And at one point, their problems was getting so bad, T.I. would come in responding to Charleston White. And I mean, it makes sense. The nigga was talking to his son crazy.
You scared to face something? If you scared to show up somewhere? If you scared, like that's fear. God don't exist in fear. I walk around with no bodyguard, no security, most places. Not because I'm tough, not because I'm bad, not because I'm, some kind of big ultimate gangster. It's because I've invested so much of myself, so much positive energy into these communities. And man, people ain't got nothing but love and respect for me, bro. I ain't got to look over my shoulder because I done told on nobody, because I done robbed nobody, because I done shot nobody, because I done did nothing. People, whatever people feel about me, they feel that way because of love. They feel that way because of love. And love is from God. Fear is of the devil. I don't operate in fear. I don't need no whole bunch of police around me to go nowhere. I don't need no whole bunch of security around me to go nowhere, bro. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. They will form. They will not prosper.
Yeah, just kind of found that. Yeah, you don't get to dictate nothing. You ain't dictating nothing, not this conversation. I'm the big dog talking. You the one trying to get understanding, right, Daddy? Well, guess what, bitch ass? I ain't trying to get now nor give a one, so f***ing you. That's exactly what I just told you on the phone. I ain't scared of now one of you rap. Thank you, tough. Send somebody to crash out. I already got reports on you. You ain't got no family members or nobody that'll crash out, and you ain't never won a fight. You talking about I already pulled your resume, Clifford. And whoever that was you had on the phone trying to tell me I ain't no comedian, get paid $10,000 for a sit. Now, can you buy that? I ain't gonna get it. When I still daddy, he ain't have all that tough voice, nigga. You ain't no millionaire. Nigga ready to crash out and go to no mother 23-hour lockdown, taking that for a vaccination shot in prison or in jail. Stop talking tough, trying to sell it to the people, nigga. You a straight up pussy, nigga.
But y'all know Charleston White wasn't just gonna let the beef end there. You knew he was gonna drag it and keep pushing.
Let's talk about you and T.I. though. Let's get into that.
Yes, ma'am.
You scared?
Scared of who?
T.I.
He ain't never been in jail for killing nobody.
Why
I'm
you
scared of niggas that done kill people.
Yeah. Why you go in on that boy like that, his son?
Cause I think his son ugly, and I think he's an unruly, misbehaved, little yellow little boy.
You don't like high yellow people? You jealous of high yellow people in their skin color?
I ain't jealous of them. High yellow have been able to dunk from the free throw line. Or be jealous of a high yellow nigga.
I was getting ready to say Steph Curry, he don't dunk you. So why? Cause you think that little boy ugly and what?
Nah, I was fucking with him, cause they were Kanye West. All the rappers like Boosie saying they'll slap Kanye West. Kanye West, so I'm saying that him, let me him. And just so happened, T.I.'s son is in, he getting in trouble. So I was just really, not knowing that they, that they would respond to my words. I was just high side. But since he act like he getting mad, nigga, I'm gonna some more.
If T.I. walked in here right now, what would you do?
He better know how to fight. Till he put his foot in my ass. I ain't now one of them little girls he tried to put his foot in them.
And the thing is, bro, these people on the internet, y'all need to know not to play with Charleston White. Yeah, he gonna get on here and say what he wanna do, but that is the same man that will, on God, he will call the cops on you if you put hands on him. So niggas need to leave Charleston White alone. Let him just talk his shit on the internet and keep him over there. But even past that Charleston White situation, King was making everything worse, if we gonna be honest. We had this nigga getting into it with 12 in some real bad situations. Hot New Hip Hop wrote this. King Harris found himself in trouble. This time around, the young reality star ended up behind bars, and when King would get out, he would be online still explaining himself, still talking a little bit of shit. He would say, everybody that's saying I'm trying to be gangster, I ain't asked for the police to pull me over. He would also say, F12, a little minor setback for a major comeback. So we had the internet telling King he grew up privileged as hell and he shouldn't even be in these problems to begin with. And T.I. will respond on top of that. And before I let you hear what T.I. said, make sure you go tap in with me on Instagram. I'm trying to grow my brand over there, and I would appreciate it if you went and hit that follow button for me.
Hey, top of the top. Top of the top, top of the top. Got a minor request. minor request. Hope everybody having a phenomenal morning. Got a small request, man. Stop hitting me and getting in my comments telling me what to tell King, okay? I know my son. Think I ain't spoke to my son? Think I ain't told my son, his mama, and his grandmamas, his ass going to prison. If you goddamn it up, his ass going to prison. Ain't no way around it. Ain't nothing I'm gonna be able to do about it. Can't nobody stop it but him. You know what I mean? I've already had that conversation. I've already made my peace with it. Because I know that energy. I was that energy. I know exactly how it's gonna turn out. You can.
Can I take a selfie with you?
No, go ahead.
Please,
I'm in the middle of something. Go ahead. This is more important. Go ahead, come on.
Thank you.
I done already had that conversation with him, man. King's a good kid, chasing after the wrong. And, you know, I trust in God to deal with it the way that he see fit. You know what I mean? It ain't really side. You know, he done got all the whoopings, he done got the punishment, he done did it. He done, did everything as a child you could do to him. So now, he gonna have to go through it. He gonna have to go through it and get through it. And ain't nothing me and mama or nobody else gonna be able to say about it, man. But I'ma love him all the way through whatever it is he going through. You know what I mean? And shit, man, he gonna learn his lessons. Life gonna, you know what I mean? Life is gonna teach him all the lessons that he need to know.
But King will really keep digging a deeper hole for himself. And I'm not over-exaggerating when I say this, because not only would he be in it with the law, but he would be out here really showing his actual character, showing that ego. One day, King Harris would be out at the Waffle House one day, right? And instead of him getting in and out, getting the food going on about his day, problems will come up. He'd come in this Waffle House, and I don't know what originally started the problem with him and his worker. Maybe the nigga food was wrong, maybe it was something else. But King Harris would get mad at this worker. And it wasn't like, oh, he talking a little bit of shit. He'd pull out the phone.
That's that petty rich shit.
Got the camera talking crazy. Basically, really trying to put the worker down. Job shaming.
Stop talking to me. This ain't your restaurant. This ain't your restaurant. Everything you make, I can pull out my pocket
That's
right
foreign
now.
rich brat shit.
Get the hell out of my face. I'm not talking to you. I'm not talking to you. My name King. You know it and your mama know it. Tell your mama Happy Mother's Day. Tell your mama Happy Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day. The file show. Come back. What? Oh, dang, what? Oh, dang, what? Come here. Come here. I'll show you what I do. Come here. I'll show you what I do. Come here. Come here. Come on. Come on. We out here. We out here. I'm outside. Okay. I'm outside. Come on, shake some. Come on, shake some. Come on, shake some. Hey, get your employees. Get your employees. Yeah, fucking something in this. Tell your mama Happy Mother's Day. You still talking inside though? Why you inside? Can't stop me from doing shit. Let me get my food.
And at the time, I don't know what he thought going on live was going to do, but in reality, it really did make a lot of people lose the little bit of respect they had for King Harris, because you letting his ego show like that. You got on IG Live, crashing out, trying to fight in a Waffle House. So he got a lot of backlash for this. And an article on Situation wrote this: in the days that follow, Harris faced the wrath of public opinion. Still, it seems that he's shrugging off the criticism as he's done in the past. King Harris appeared to be resistant toward taking accountability for his actions. After all, this isn't the first time he's been criticized for his actions. King would say, out of all the times the internet tried to tear me down, I held my spot, head up, through it all, and came out smiling on top. Shout out to my real supporters and fans for never switching up on me. And this article would also write, the response wasn't necessarily well received by the masses. The comment sections were filled with people who were slamming him for trying to double down on his actions rather than owning up to the lack of empathy he displayed at that moment. So keep in mind, he had this Waffle House situation going on. He was just disrespecting his worker. And instead of learning, maybe saying, you know what, I ain't going to do that no more. I'm not going to get into no problems that's going to cause the internet to come at me again. He didn't learn. And he would decide to take part in this hot chip challenge. Y'all know that hot ass chip challenge that niggas randomly decide to do once a year? Well, during 2023, it was that time of year. People pulled out the hot chip. Everybody got to eat it. And King decided to go get this hot chip. He was like, you know, I'm going to do this challenge to somebody. He was out one day and hit somebody with this challenge. But he did it to a home homeless man. He would tell this dude, yeah, I give you $50 if you eat the chip and don't drink nothing. King record, he would post a video on the internet. Y'all know the internet was gonna cut this nigga after that, because it was kind of crazy. So, like I say, posted, it's viral.
Yeah, niggas was
man.
down
I
from
do
that shit.
understand the anger to a point, because should he have done that? Nah, and this ain't really the first time we done seen people get backlash for doing this dumbass challenge. I mean, we done seen YouTubers do this plenty of times and have got backlash for it, so it's not nothing that's brand new. But the backlash King Harris got was different. People was already mad at him because of the image he was portraying, the Waffle House situation, that he did this to a homeless man and gave the nigga $20. One tweet that went viral after the situation was say this. Let's have a moment of honesty with T.I. Pardon me, but your son has a problem. He needs discipline. He needs guidance. He needs to mature. And most of all, he needs his ass beat. Stop recording yourself saying and doing dumb stuff. You sound pretty educated when you speak. So I don't know how that level of education and maturity didn't trickle down to this kid. He gonna end up coming across a real nigga in the street who will do him dirty. Bring him in the house and put him on punishment. This corny as hell, and it's a reflection of the household he was brought up in. He ain't tough. Teach him something before the streets do it. I mean, that's a good point. And then another reason why King Harris specifically got so much backlash, because he did this right around the time where a kid had died from eating the chip. The chip was so hot it killed somebody. So people was like, you seen what happened to this person, and then you gonna get this chip to this homeless man and then give him $20 after. So that's really another layer as to why people
like that tie-dye shit.
King Harris wouldn't only be fighting with the internet. Some beef would be heading his way, and not by somebody you would expect. This nigga King Harris was getting into it with the Island Boys of all people, and this all started because King Harris was calling out one of the Island Boys for snitching. He said something about them, they didn't like it. Now, they ain't a full-on internet war.
You got no clout. Hey, I don't feel you. You got no clout. Your mama be. Hey, you know what? Your mama. Hey, look at King. Grandma should have. Y'all suck each other. Like boogers, man. Hey, look. Hey, say, let me say something. Your mama. Hey, let me say something. What the bully say on Facebook? The Island Boys gonna get signed ASAP.
Oh, my mama, I was just saying.
We can deal. You trying to get a deal? You want your daddy say about me? What's your daddy say about me? What's your daddy say about me? Do your daddy son? Do your daddy son? Yeah. This beef wouldn't just be with people on the internet though. For a good while, him and T.I. was actually getting into it, especially over the image King Harris was portraying. Like y'all done seen throughout this vid, and how problematic King Harris has been. It got to a point in time where T.I. and King Harris' mom was tired of it, and they would really press him on the issue. HSL wrote this. On Sunday, November 26th, T.I. and his family, they was out at this football game, and at one point during the outing, King decided to get on Instagram Live to stream a debate he was having with T.I. and his mom. As the notable hip-hop family argued over whether or not King Harris was the product of a privileged childhood, things became increasingly heated. While King denies growing up within a gated community, he explains that he spent most of his time being raised by his grandma. He says that he preferred being in his grandma's house, where he claims to have lived a lifestyle that was much more rough around the edges.
Have you ever woke up with a roach on your face?
No, that's not the goal.
All right, then. Go.
That's not the goal.
In the neighborhood, should be that roach up with roach. Y'all want to go to the bando in my neighborhood? Y'all want to go to the bando? Do y'all want to go to the bando? To make him look better, he said he know not true. Silver spoon, I ain't never ate with that day a day in my life. I used to have to come to my grandma's house because I'm getting in the fight.
Like a baby to go to your grandma's house. You to hold your breath.
I don't want to be in these gates. I want to be outside in the neighborhood. That's why I want to be over there. But they don't understand that.
I'm going to tell you the reason why you want to be over there. Y'all ready? Because he be sucking pacifier over there till he was 12 years old. He was sucking pacifier till he was 12 years old. He couldn't do that in the house. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
They trying to say I was over there trying to second pass it, but they ain't going to tell you everything like that. They're trying to hide it.
Hey,
He know I stand on business. He know that.
Then after that whole situation, King would get on IG Live, respond. He would say, if I'm gonna make a mistake, say that. Stop making the world think you mess with me when you don't. Niggas be faking the image for the internet, and that ain't me. And like with everything with this family, it went viral. People all over the internet were speaking their mind on the situation, including the one and only Charleston White.
I told T.I. Goddamn it, I told T.I. he should kick that boy ass last year. If T.I. would have kicked that boy ass last year, that boy wouldn't have had to jack him up today. That boy showing out at the Falcon game, embarrassing the family. This is the King, little ugly ass. Oh, that boy got a big mouth on him. And he talk loud with them big old red, yellow lips. Oh, yeah, that boy loud in the... Oh, yeah. He with the Atlanta Falcons up there disrespecting them people, hollering about he standing on business. Boy, if you don't sit your look, you bruise too easy to stand on business. Yeah, that little yellow bruise too easy to stand on. Man, boy, everywhere he get touched, he turn red, purple, and blue. Man, please. Baby, he can't stand on business that yellow. Hell no. Please. Boy, he walk around looking like Edward Scissorhands in skin complexion if that boy try to stand on business. See, that's what happens when you don't let them yellow kids play with them black cousins. Boy, you go stand on business with your cousin. Don't give a damn about you. Jealous because your daddy got the Picasso in the house. Go fight your cousin. That's how you know you standing on business.
Now, me personally, I don't know how I feel about King Harris, because it's just, I feel like he do a lot of this for the internet. You know, he came out, he this rapper, he be acting all hard, you know, he do what he do. And I do think deep down this got a lot to do with wanting attention off the internet. But 2024 will come along, and King wouldn't really be in too many crazy situations for the most part. But he did end up getting somebody pregnant. But not only would this year end off with him getting somebody pregnant, this nigga would be in one of the dumbest situations he could have been in. So he was out in Georgia, and he was driving. And he was driving a little too crazy because as he was leaving the gas station, this nigga would almost crash into a cop car. So now he driving, almost hit his car. Officer turned them sirens on. They pulled this nigga over. And when they pulled him over, immediately started smelling some Zop. They get to searching the car. They look. They see King Harris got a gun on him. And this situation was looking real bad, especially for a man that just got somebody pregnant. But during the situation, surprisingly, King Harris wasn't really crashing out. He wasn't fighting the cops. He wasn't talking crazy. The cops said the nigga was just chilling. And that's good and all until you realize King Harris already had a warrant out for his arrest for failure to appear in court. So when the cops seen that, he took him to jail for the second or third time. This might have been his third time going to jail in the past 2-3 years. TMZ wrote this. By the Old Spice. And he wrote this. According to the arresting officer's incident report, King was cooperative when the cop asked him to step out of the vehicle. The officer said he removed King's firearm with no issue and detained him in handcuffs. After escorting King in his patrol vehicle, the cop said he conducted a pat-down before putting him in the backseat of the car. King was arrested, taken to jail, where he had his mug shot taken, and he was in the car with 2 other people, and 2 small bags of Zod was allegedly found in the search of the vehicle. One of his peoples was reportedly cited for marijuana possession. Now, 2025 ain't really been an eventful year for King Harris, and that's cool when looking at everything that he's been in, but that don't mean he ain't made the internet mad at him at least once, and I get it. And earlier this year, he would do that. He would get on live and kind of say something crazy. So, you know, he got this girl pregnant, his baby mama, and he was like, I'm a cheat because I want to cheat. He said she, quote unquote, doesn't care if he cheats. This is what he would say. If I DM a girl or I get a girl number at the studio, just know my baby mama don't care. So don't try to pull no exposing behaviors. My baby mama don't care, so you're not open one. You just here because I'm able to do that. It ain't nothing special. We just kicking shit and we having a good time. My baby mama don't mind, so y'all can't try to be messy and say no shit like somebody baby daddy trying to do whatever. He said I'm not a bad baby daddy, so I get more leeway than others. Now, King will come out and say this, and the internet would get declined on him. The internet always got something to say, especially when it comes to King Harris and the things that he say. And I ain't really about to dig into all of this, but y'all niggas done heard my opinions on cheating and stuff like that before in other videos. Why cheat when you can just leave? I don't get the concept of that. But like I said, this ain't the vid for that. Point is, King Harris' life over these past few years been kind of crazy. Constant problems, chasing a life that wasn't really his. But it seems like he may be on that path to making that street life his for real. Because like T.I. said, he already feel that King Harris might go down that path of being in jail, going to prison. And I mean, if he just got pulled over with some sign and strap on him, it ain't concept either. Why do you want to be a street nigga so bad? Why you can't just be a rapper and then not be in the streets? You don't have to be a rapper and a street nigga at the same time. Honestly, most of these rappers don't be street niggas. They all portray an image, because if every rapper that you listen to was a street, we wouldn't have no rappers to listen to. Think about the niggas that's actually street in rap. They're in jail, they in prison, or sadly they passed away. So I don't know why niggas be chasing this lifestyle so bad. But what are y'all thoughts on King Harris?
Alright, back. So, as y'all see from here, bro, I don't know what these motherfuckers be doing behind closed doors. You know what I'm saying? Like, the internet is a big motherfucking place. And, you know, we do have a lot of celebrity star kids. So it's not out the ballpark that some shit like this would happen. You know what I'm saying? Like on some food shit. I ain't gonna cap. I ain't gonna say that he doing that. I don't fucking know at the end of the day. But you know, hey, you never know. The kid, we don't know. They claim it like it's church, so that's all we can go off of. At the end of the day, you know, we just gotta see what they going for. You know what I'm saying? Nepotism, man, that's a big step right there, bro, because you know, being T.I.'s son, you know, I feel like he is the littest nigga out of the group of kids, because he do got more kids that's older than him. I don't know, you know, you just never know. But like I said, man, shit wild, you never know in the game, man. T.I. bad. But we out here lit. Outside shit, gang. We outside crib, nigga. We back talking that ish, nigga.
Hey, Dad, you know, dog, when we link up, dog, this shit be legendary. You know this instrumental, you the engineer on it, so Kodak everywhere.